I
Rock
can.
95 Foo Fighters and No Way Back. It is Spence and joining me. This is a lot of fun. I've never done a StreamYard interview with anybody from Brazil before, but we've got Renan and Ben. How are you guys?
Great, thanks.
Great, man. Great. Yeah,
Great to talk with you. You're in a band called Electric Mob.
that's right.
Yeah.
We try to be actually.
You guys speak a wonderful English. What's the native language there? Is it Portuguese? Is it
Yeah,
Spanish?
it's Portuguese. Portuguese. Yeah, sometimes people got confused because we are surrounded by countries that speak Spanish, but Brazil is all about Portuguese.
I have to admit, I cheated and Googled that. So,
No problem, man.
well, tell me about the band and how you guys got hooked up and in this world of rock here.
We are all, metalheads since we were young, and Hannah and I we met a couple years ago, and we live. Our hometown is kind of, I don't know in miles, but it's 500 kilometers from the city where the band started, and and then I was living in the city and the capital of the state, and then Hannah called me and said that he wanted start a new band like a real rock and roll band, like to go around the world and all the stuff, like the rocker kid dream. And we start playing, and then we sent our second EP to Frontiers, got signed, and we just released our first album, and that's the fight.
What was that first rehearsal like? You're like, oh man, yeah, this because Ren's got a terrific voice, so you had
Thanks,
to
man.
hear him belt out a few things. And go, yeah, this might work. How did that?
Like Ben said, we met a few years back, and in 2016, we rehearsed the first time as a trio. Me, Ben, and the drummer Andre. And we just jammed a couple of songs we like Guns N' Roses and some Metallica stuff and all that shit. And we knew that something was going on between us three, So we started auditioning bass players till we found Yuri, and we obligated him to join the band, and
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
he refused it at first when I found him online, and he said, "Yeah, I don't know." He didn't ever reply to my messages, and then when we posted in a Facebook group, like we're audition for a bass player, and then he sent me a message saying, "Hey, can I audition?" Saying, "Come on, man! I just asked you to enter the band like a couple of weeks ago, and you said no."
So you got him drunk and made him sign up. Is that
Yeah.
No, actually, he doesn't drink.
okay?
But
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, tell me about the new album. Is that out now? Discharge?
Yeah, it was kind of, the release was in June, I think. Was kind of delayed because of all the pandemic and stuff. But since June, Frontiers Records released our album worldwide, and we signed it with a management company from Chicago, FM, and the guys just started the radio campaign for first single, Devil You Know.
Well, tell me about that track. We're going to play that in just a second. I love it. Tell me about the track here and how you guys came up with that one.
We were like at the beginning we were a cover band. You need to play in pubs for 2 hours straight, so you can't do that like a new band playing on your material, or you're gonna play 2 hours of the same song all the time.
you gotta make a living.
And then Renan came with the song, like he recorded in the acoustic guitar, and he came to me saying, "Hey, listen to this," during the sound check, and I was like, "Whoa, this is great!" Like you get this country vibe, and then it was just acoustic, and I imagined something really, really heavy, not really heavy, like it's not metal, but all the drums, the heaviness of the guitar. And since then, we had the concept of the song. So when we got into the actual pre-production of the album, we started making the arrangements and doing acoustic here and then the electric part here, and the song came up like the way you guys know.
Yeah,
It's our little baby.
It's a hard rock standard, the blues vibe and the gritty vocals, and talking about the devil and sexy shit and all this stuff. Rock and roll surrounds us with that theme. I think since the beginning of times, and it's just our way to pay homage to that kind of sound.
well, how long? I love the video. How long were you tied up with that rope? Because you look like you're sweating your balls off a little bit there.
Yeah, man, I had some struggles. I would like to say that we have all the security system around us, but no.
No, no. Don't do this at home, kids. Please.
Yeah, but it went great for them, not for me.
Yeah, I have some pictures of Renan tied in the rope, like in the first scenes where he's pulled tied up in the ground, and you can see in his face that he's really pissed off.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he couldn't move, and like he was really annoyed about the situation, and everybody was talking. Yeah, let's record this scene, let's shoot this scene now, and he was just like without moving, just pissed off.
Yeah, I was more like scared than pissed. But yeah, you got to do what you got to do, man.
Well, it's really well done. People should definitely check that out. What's the rock scene like there? I'm sure you guys have COVID things going on too. Are you guys able to get out and play live? How does that going in Brazil so far?
Dumb people are playing live. The rest of the humans are just at home. But we're dying to play live. It's the only thing we know how to do. But no way we can do this right now.
Yeah, we stopped playing on March, I think, and now things in our city are getting places are getting open again, but with fewer people allowed to enter the place, and just tables and chairs are allowed, not the dance floor. And we had some clubs asking us to perform, but we were declining it because you guys are having the election is going on in the United States, and here in Brazil we are having the elections of the mayors, the city elections. And here in our city, it's the capital of the state. We have 2 million people here, and people are kind of pissed off because everything is closed and COVID. So I think he's trying to earn the election, trying to reopen the places and make people happy. But I don't know what the price will be because of this action. So Electric Mob now, like Renan said, we are dying to play live, but we're just waiting until it's right to do it.
Yeah, now we're facing a fake sense of security, a fake happiness. People want to do stuff and do things like they did, I think, 2 years ago, but that's not happening, bro. Simply, it's not happening.
Are there mandates for masks and things and social distancing?
Yeah. Mask all the time. Every time you go to the streets, you need to use masks. But for me, it's just like, it's like Hannah said, it's a false sense of security. Like, you need to use the mask, but you can go to the restaurant and have contact with a bunch of people. So,
did you guys have some hesitations in releasing this album because you couldn't go out and tour and support the album?
We just got sad because we couldn't, because the album was ready since 2019, November 2019, and we were dying to release it. And it was supposed to be released on May, I think. and was postponed to June, July. I can remember exactly.
June.
But yeah, but we need to play with the cards that we have, in our hands.
Yeah.
The situation is this right now. It's not ideal that I've been releasing an album and you can't go on tour to support it. Even like for in a places for 20 people or 100 people or 1,000 people. It doesn't matter. You just need to go on tour to promote it, and it's not ideal, but it's what's happening now. So we have just to. What's left to us is just sit and cry. Actually.
We're talking with Renan and Ben from Electric Mob, and I just love the sound of the band. You guys have some really big, cool sounding riffs. Just love all of that stuff.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Is that what were the influences? I know you mentioned Guns N' Roses, but like I was listening to Far Off. It almost has like a Kiss vibe to it. But who are some of the other bands that you kind of were into or listening to that kind of influenced you a little bit?
Actually, you can go.
I'm glad you mentioned Kiss because it's my favorite band of all time. I don't know. This week is Kiss.
This week is Kiss. Yeah, it changes every week.
Yeah, but we listen to a lot of stuff since blues and smooth jazz and R&B and classic rock and metal and extreme metal. We're just a bunch of crazy motherfuckers, and we try to mix all the stuff we like to find our sound.
Yeah, it's something that happened with Electric Mob is that it's not that simple, but when we try to explain it, is we have 60 years of rock and roll to eat, digest, and throw it out. And it's you can't, like, you need to find a better era to you, like the one that you fit most. So Renan is more a 70 guy, like these powerful vocals. I love the 80s, like the guitar riffs from Guns N' Roses, Skid Row, and the stuff. Yeah. And our drummer and bass player, they are more into 2005, for more indie stuff. Sometimes like Incubus or I don't know, Kings of Leon. So we just put everything in the pot, mix everything, and this is Electric Mob. Like, we're just trying to make mean, dirty rock and roll with a lot of influences.
Thank you guys so much for your time. We're going to play the track in just a second. Where can people find out more? Because I know they can get the album Apple Music and other places, but you're all over on social media as well. Yeah,
you can type Electric Mob everywhere you want, and you're gonna find us. Like, we have a Facebook, it's Electric Mob. Our Instagram, Electric Mob 2. Our website, you have a lot of information there. It's electricmob.com.br, because Brazil.
Got it.
So, and that's it. You can find and you can buy the physical copy if you want, the CD, from Amazon or any dealership, I think, in the United States or everywhere in the world. And listen to Electric Mob.
Yeah, support the new bands.
Thank you guys. Appreciate your time. Let's fire the shop. This is Electric Mob and Devil You Know.